Yeah.
What's good? Welcome back. We back. Early show. I know we said we was coming back Saturday, but we got a special show lined up for y'all. The homie Tony Bro from AFM, Angry Fans, you know what I'm saying? The whole movement over there. Glad to get this, you know what I'm saying, intelligent, you know what I'm saying, homie on the line. If you see his tweets, man, on Twitter, man, he's definitely very informative, very thought-provoking, you know what I'm saying? Definitely another person that's trying to push the culture forward, push the thought forward with us, you know what I'm saying, as fans, you know what I'm saying, just people who support the culture. So let's get him on. Tony, bro, welcome to the Low and Mo Show, homie.
Yo, what's good? What up? Low and Mo.
What up, Tony?
What's good?
AFM, stand up.
Word up, man. Word, man. Appreciate y'all having me on, man. That was a hell of an intro. I don't know if I'm humbled, man. I appreciate that. For sure.
No, most definitely.
It's good,
like, yeah, man. I just, like I said, I see, you know what I'm saying, just good, you know what I'm saying, good thinking, and you know what I'm saying, just good people for the culture, you know what I'm saying. I want to convert with those people and bring up good conversation instead of everybody just, you know what I'm saying, going to the battle rappers for the conversation. Let's get with the people who are watching these battle rappers and, you know what I'm saying, giving us all these thoughts every day, you know what I'm saying, through Twitter, through Facebook, through comments and YouTubes, blogs, whatever. You know what I'm saying? Those are people I want to talk to. And we at the Low and Mo Show, we definitely want to build that conversation with also.
Mm-hmm. All right, no doubt.
The people within the culture still.
Oh, yeah, definitely, man, definitely. But like I said, man, so first thing, I mean, like, it's for people who don't know or, you know what I'm saying, are new to who Tony Bro is, you know what I'm saying, because the AFM movement has definitely been around for a minute. We've seen a lot of people, you know what I'm saying, come to that platform and do their thing. Saying Snake Eyes, Posies, all these such. For the people who don't know who the Tony Bro is and such that, you want to explain to the people where you came from, when you started listening to battle rap.
Yeah, man, no doubt. I start like this. Like, I mean, first of all, you know, I'm just a connoisseur of hip hop, man. I love our culture. You know what I mean? I think, you know, just being young and just being into music and stuff like that, and just the type of rap that I grew up with, you know what I mean, where all the lyrics was there. It was more to it than just, you know what I'm saying, I like now it's more about the production now or whatever, but I was always in the bars, bro. Like I grew up, you know what I mean, in Rochester. Like, shout out to Rochester. I know y'all out in Buffalo and all that, man. Salute to y'all too, man. I grew up in, you know what I mean, in the thick of it, you know, in terms of the culture and all that. So going to the barbershop and stuff like that, where you go ahead and you get a cut or whatever on Jefferson Avenue and shit. Like, you go down there, you get the haircut, and then and then you go to the DVDs and all that, and then you pick up a Smack DVD. You know what I mean? Like, you pick up a mixtape. You know what I mean? Like, if Clue was out, you pick up that. I remember, like, I vividly remember getting, like, the Cassidy tapes and stuff like that, and then picking up a Smack. And that's really how I got into everything. You know what I mean? Like, that's really what that was the start of it, man. Going from, like, Mook and Artie and then, like, going from there to, like, what Lux was doing with the Lions Den, like, that's really what drove it for me. But I mean, I think out of that it just sort of grew, and we can talk more about that. But yeah, Tony Bro, Angry Fans Radio, right now on that platform. I think my position has sort of been as an evangelist of the culture. You know what I mean? Like, my thing is, like, and I don't know, I don't want to jump around too much, but I got a lot to kind of cover. But it's kind of like, I feel like, when it comes to media, when it comes to voices, it's important to be an evangelist of the culture, like, raise awareness of battles, of situations, of what's going on. I mean, I think starting off as a fan, like, just kind of going through and seeing everything as a fan and appreciating it in the backdrop of me being in school as well. You know what I mean? So that really helped me, like, connect back to where I was from. You know what I mean? Because, like, when you're on campus, you kind of surrounded by a different thing, and people from Rochester will attest to this. Like, me growing up on Jefferson Avenue and then, going to U of R is like right up the street, but it's a very, very different area. It's a very, very different experience. You know what I mean? So, like, in the dorms, that's really what kept me grounded. That's what kept me cool is watching, like, the Smack DVDs, watching Lions Den. Like, when I check into the hood, that's what they was talking about at the barbershops. You know what I mean? So, and now, and linking up with Caps, it was like listening to what everybody was doing. I'm a big fan of all the media. I think it serves an important function. But it really stemmed from my love of the battles and then my love of the debates behind it, right? Like, because it's a very opinionated sport, but it's competitive at the same time. So anything that could generate that type of conversation, I mean, I think, if you're a battle rap fan, you've been in your share of debates about battles, and I think that's a dope thing that's there. And just right now, I think in general, the direction that hip hop is taking, where it's like, I mean, you still have your great artists, don't get me wrong, but that competitive spirit isn't always there. It's like, we went crazy over the control verse or whatever, but like battle rap is that all the time. You know what I mean? Like that type of competitive nature, like people from different regions, from different backdrops and everything like that. And I just thought, like, to me, it's just an honor now to be a part of the agendas, right? Like the discussion. So yeah, I just kind of wanted to get that. I don't want to ramble too much, but go ahead, bro. I want to.
I had a question for Tony. As far as like you're very prominent with the AFR Angryfan Radio.
Yep.
How did you become a part of that particular movement?
I actually so the way that it really started out for me is I was just listening in. Like it was like I was in the battles, I was following everything that was going on. I think it really sort of heated up during like that Midwest movement time frame, like the lead up to like Summer Madness, where it was like Summer Madness 2. You know what I'm saying? Like not the first one, but like when you lead up to that moment, I think that's when the media really started to. You also started to have those voices, like people peripheral to the battle scene that also was shaping the narratives and whatnot, right? So, and then like as the media started to grow, you get these different voices that come out of that. So, yeah, I rock with some bias, and I rock with Caps. Like Caps comes out of that group too, right? So, like we kind of started off doing that, you know what I mean? So, and after that, he got his show. And just the way he was talking about it, he talks about it the way that people around my way talk. You know what I mean? So it's like that authentic voice. And from there, I used to call in, and then that's kind of how, it sort of morphed into that. I jumped into the debates. I cooked a few niggas. Like, I don't know. Like, it kind of.
Oh, yeah. We gonna talk about your debate skills, man. Because,
man,
even all battle rap, man, you be going in on some people, son. Like,
I have to, man.
You be seeing some of this, it be crazy. Do I be like, yo, is this dude having, like, a chess match on Twitter with through a debate? Like, I be like, damn, son.
Be
like,
on Twitter, you be on Twitter giving niggas luck sturds and shit. God damn.
Right. Like, I can do that in person, but like, son, on Twitter, I don't know if I can. That 280 character blessed
not
you,
enough characters.
Yo, when they came out with 280, let me tell you something about it. The 280, when the 280 came out, it did a lot of things, man. Like a lot of people, like you can't hide from this work no more. You really can't hide from this work no more.
Yo,
like now you can die. Like for real. Like I get a lot of 5 and 6 letter syllable words off. You know what I mean? Like a lot of multi-syllable. Like, and y'all be deleting y'all like debates or whatever. Like even when I get cooked, cause I done got cooked a couple times. Like I'm not gonna front, but I keep it up there. Like nah, don't delete your tweets, bro. I'm just saying.
Facts.
That's just
you gotta
part
go
of it
back
all,
for the
that's like the passion of it, man.
Oh yes. But yeah, no, most definitely. So like you said like coming in between that Midwest movement, in between Summer Madness 2 that's when you've seen a lot of the media building up. You brought up the Captain, the Chris Unbiases. We had the Jay Blacks out there. I'm trying to think. I feel like it's somebody else I'm missing.
50 minutes?
Heineken's.
I mean, you had heavy bags out there. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah.
Sure, ain't looking like heavy bags going to be around too many more URL events anytime soon, but that's neither here nor there.
Oh, boy.
I'm just saying, man. Hey, no, that's just us, man. We joke up here, bro. We joke up here.
Nah, do that. I mean, you've heard our show. I'm okay with all of this. I'm okay with everything that's going on.
I already know. That's what I'm saying. You from the Angryfan family, so I already know y'all goes in. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But all right. So from that era, I'm sorry, not to cut you off. What was you about to say?
Mm-hmm. No. I was just I guess I was gonna kind of go off of that on some media stuff, but I want you to get your question off. Get your question off though.
Oh no, I was just gonna say, just like I said, from that time and era, like, what do you can feel that you say, like, really, is that where you kind of, I don't know. I mean, that's kind of where I fell in love with battle rap, and it's kind of becoming the consensus that year is where a lot of people fell in love. But you still have a lot of people who are from, like you said, that Smack DVD era, that that build up to Summer Madness 1 era. You know what I'm saying? So where was it that you really fell in love with not either a URL or just battle rap as a whole?
Man, good question, man. I mean, it stems from, Mook Jones. Like, that was it for me. Mook Jones was it for me. Like, before that, it was like I was into it around the Jin time. Like, when Jin was doing this thing, like back in the day, like when Smack used to release them on like one round at a time. I think like I seen Jin verse or whatever. Like, I saw that. I was like, this is dope. You know what I mean? And then I kind of started going from there. But then like Jones and Mook, when that came, like, you know what I'm saying? Like Lux and Mook, like, I was on it early. I was like, yo, this is dope. And I just wanted to keep seeing it expand, and like to see it evolve to where it is now is crazy. But at the same time, though, so much of the landscape has changed. It's like, and that's what really informs the opinions, is because if you kind of been around and seen it evolve, and you've seen like some of the things that like take place recently, right? Like, you still have a certain set of values that you carry, even though like, okay, now it's like it's a more recent time frame. Like, I'm still the same person. Like, I got to be the same me now. Like, I used to be 20 something, but like I'm a little older now. So it's like, it's kind of like I've seen the game evolve. But I think like it really started off for me. It was Lux versus Mook in the clothing store. That was fire. And then we get Mook and Artie. Like that.
Yeah, you speaking my whole story right there, man. Like mine's okay. Now I wasn't able to go out and get the DVDs. I was a World Star hip hop baby. You know what I'm saying? I'm 24, so I grew up. So I'm built up in the early 2000s and such like that. So I'm a World Star baby. Right. So I seen the battles dropping on World Star. I seen the Lux and Mooks and the, you know what I'm saying, party artists and then the, you know what I'm saying, gems. I'm not saying gems. I'm thinking, damn, he must be talking about me. Mook and Mills, Mook and Mills. I'm tripping, but you know what I'm saying, just somebody seeing all that right there, man. Like I said, that essence, they was definitely giving us that raw feel. It's funny that they're trying to bring it back now.
But bro, at the same time though, that Midwest movement portion, I think, so it was eras for me where my like love for battle rap like kept growing. I felt like I had a smooth run of just like, yo, I like this more and more every time I see it. Like, I really rock with this. You know what I mean? Like, you have that evolution as a fan where you just go from being like super casual, like I catch it when I catch it, to like, yo, I'm checking for this. No, I actually follow this. Like, and I had like you know what I mean? Like a 6 or 7 year period where it was like I was a more and more of a fan. The Midwest movement was like big for me because I'm like, yo, so you mean to tell me it's dudes out in St. Louis and Detroit and Pontiac and, you know what I'm saying, like Chicago that can do this thing too? Like, what? When Big T and Young Ill and them came out, like, yeah, and I'm a huge JC fan.
They had New York shaking. They had New York scared.
Listen, man. it was dark for a minute because it was like, you know what? These dudes is nice, and it's a different type of nice. They giving it up way like early Verb, like Ice Pack Ill. What? Yeah, man. Early Calico, Skinny Cal, like, come on, man. Him and Ill dropped the classic. I was like, yo, they can really, they really nice, man. So.
Oh no, definitely, yeah. That era right there, that Midwest movement, definitely had a lot of niggas who was up in the east, in the north, definitely looking at, you know what I'm saying. For me personally, I won't say I was like, I say I'm more like you, you know what I'm saying. I was more happy to see. It's like trying to, like, you looking at one book and then it takes you to another book, and then that takes you to another book, you know what I'm saying, or a show that takes you to another show. You know what I'm saying? You being you're exposed to more. You know what I'm saying? I think we all, you know what I'm saying, was able to appreciate that. And definitely for what it was able to create also, you know what I'm saying, more animosity in battle rap, which we don't see a lot anymore.
At all.
Right. You don't feel like it's getting back to a point, like it's getting back to that, like, that feel? Like, I feel like that's coming back.
It's too WWE.
Yes, I do. Well, it was, but now it's getting to where now this is our wrestling correlation of the day. Now, where we had WWE going through that spell, probably post ruthless aggression era. So we're talking about 2008 going into 2011 maybe, where they started bringing in the Super Show when they first turned to 3 hours and all of that. So it was going through a little slump. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people wasn't watching it no more. People were going to the indies and watching the realness over down there. But when you started getting some of them guys coming from those indie platforms and getting booked by WWE now, a la the CM Punks, Daniel Bryan's and such like that, they're turning it up a little bit. They're giving it a little bit more of a real feel. When CM Punk, it took him a while, you know what I'm saying, to get to where he was, like the CM Punk we love him for today. But when he got there, you know what I'm saying, let's say 2013, that's when it started to change a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Slowly but surely. Right.
No, I think that's a great point. I love the wrestling battle rap analogy. Like that it's just so astute. It's so many ways it works, but
oh yeah, man, he does that. Yeah, man. It's so, like I said, man, it's so easy because it's sometimes it's just really funny, kind of scary sometimes how close it can be. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
because that 2013 class, man, that really was like the foundation of them looking at what was going on, and like you could say maybe they were a little bit of the blame going into the future. Like that was around the PG Step era. You had, well, I'm sorry, let's say 2014 class, because they watched that 2013 class and was like, okay, they don't love this PG Step stuff no more. Let's try to stay away from this. A lot of T-Top, Grizz, the Sagas.
2014 Grizz, the Sagas.
What did you say? Yeah. That's the class that got out of that PG Step era.
Yeah, because they had Grizz and T-Top. They kind of, spearheaded that shit.
No, what you about to say? I heard you about to interject.
The PG Step era was like Prez, like early Prez, that little, you know what I mean, like that little collective. I thought they was after
Prez. I think.
Or was they before? They was before. Yeah. Prez and
Prez Steve Brooklyn.
Yeah. They was before Briz and them. Briz and Top. See, the thing about Briz and Top, right? And yeah, we can get right to the. Wow. Okay, so Briz and Top really was running the South. Like I don't know how many people are in tune with what they were giving up down there, and this is what really pisses me off about. I'll tell you what makes me mad about them too. They could have really did Midwest Movement Part 2. Like they really could have did that, because right now if you think about who's in the South right now, right? Just unbiasedly look at it. Not who's popping, but just look at the talent that's in the South right now, and what came out of Spit That Heat, right? And then you got T-Top and Briz who are currently on the stage going crazy. It's like, bro, they really could have did that Part 2. But regardless, T-Top and Briz was running the South before they got to URL, and that's why they killed it. But
you imagine T-Top, Briz, Chef Trez, like Super Writer, fucking Toe Montana. That'd be crazy.
Well, if you really think about it, this is the squad they would have had. You would have had T-Top, you would have had Bridge, you would have had Chef, you would have had Flacco, you would have had Craig Lamar, you would have had
Glue Easy,
you would have Automatic Ray.
You could throw, I would say throw Automatic Ray because he definitely was putting in his pain out there too. Scotty,
Super Black,
him in there.
Hemi, Gutter,
Hemi,
Scotty.
Double.
They could have been.
Oh my God!
It just would have been. It would have been crazy. So.
Well, if you really think about it, let's really look at 2015, 2016. It was really building up like them last couple years to spit that heat. They were pushing that Southern movement. You know what I'm saying? Houston, Barco, but that ended up bringing them. Well, now that I'm thinking about it, they kind of were their own demise because they kind of started going at it with each other, trying to say, oh, well, it's spit that heat versus the Southern battle rap movement, which like makes no sense at all.
You know what? The Spit That Heat had this thing where it kind of feel like it was a chip on their shoulder. Like not only were they trying to kill each other, right? Because you had some wars in there. If you look through the catalog and look at Chef Trez versus Flacco and Craig Lamar versus Trez, like it's just so much good work down there. But and what T-Top and them was doing, but it was like they really did have a chip on their shoulder. You know what I mean? So. And they worked hard to get that identity down there. Bullpen is prospering, too, because of the work that was put in to cultivate that scene. And I think that's the part to me that's, like, super commendable. You know what I'm saying? And then think about it. In the South, up against the backdrop of what's currently mainstream, you got some super lyrical dudes that come out of the South. You know what I mean? But you think of, like...
favorite guys, yo, man.
I'm mad Flacco L never got a PG.
I think he did, and I think they never dropped it. I think there were some technical difficulties, if I'm not mistaken.
On his end?
Yeah, he was on the same card with Trez and Dennis.
I think he battled Hemi up there. I want to say that. I'm probably messing that up, but I think he might have done that, and they didn't drop that.
His opponent kept choking, if I'm not mistaken. Because Flacco got him out of there.
Huh.
In which I can believe, because Flacco is from, he's not like, he's a Southern battle rapper.
He's from Brooklyn.
He'll tell you, like, you're right, I'm from New York. Like, I'm based out here. Which is for a lot of people, even outside of battle rap. So you can definitely find a lot of people from up north, you know what I'm saying, in the South trying to cook. You know, say, look how long John been down there now.
He's the mainstay down there now, not pretty much.
Right. And that nigga is from Atlanta, damn near. You know what I'm saying? But
what do y'all think about that crowd down there? What do y'all think about the bullpen Spit That Heat crowd? Because
they're really receptive. Like they're a really great crowd. Like they're not like there's not a lot of gassing, not a lot, not a lot of pulling. They're like
we should not do that because. They're Southern We Go Hard, and I love We Go Hard, and I love Spit That Heat, but I think We Go Hard gets so much flack because
hell yeah,
they're just
thank you. I was waiting on somebody. To keep it real.
Yeah, that's all it is. Like We Go Hard gets the flack because they're New York niggas and they're louder than niggas in the South are. You know what I'm saying? A Southern nigga, they just gonna be more rowdy and just pulling your collar, and you see that trickles up to the North.
I think they're receptive to like up north niggas. Like they like up north niggas spin. Like they're not like biased or in any way.
Yeah. No, that's a fact. They do let you rock in the South for sure. They do. But like I've been at We Go Hard events and seen it get quiet in there for certain people. Like and then the thing about New York, I think that the city doesn't get enough credit for is actually there are a lot of people who get a good shot in New York who are beloved in New York. You look who's top 10. You make a top 10 list of URL right now. There's only a couple people from New York you're probably going to throw in there, like for real, that actually battle often enough for you to include them on any list, right? So, but like New York will boo New York before anything. I mean, we all know that. I mean, it's like
I think we expect more out of us. You know what I'm saying?
That's a fact.
And it's just when
right.
we go hard. I think when we go hard, and if you really, really like listen, like notice the culture, they love bars. Like they just want to hear bars and be wowed by bars. So when they're hearing these things and hearing these dudes being as creative as they can be with their, you know what I'm saying, with their wordplay, they appreciate it. And that's all I see out of it. I never really seen it as, oh man, they're purposely gassing, all of that such, man. You got to really just really notice that culture, man.
I only say that because they made Wavy a star, and Wavy's not that nice.
Wow, Wavy's not that nice. Interesting. Whoa. He only lost one battle, man. He's only lost one battle.
I see where his hype came from, but it's not something I can really like. I haven't seen the standout battle like in the K Shine battle. The K Shine battle will probably be the one. You know what I'm saying? Like for me, between that and his Prez battle, those are. But the thing was with Shine, people weren't used to that new style of his yet. You know what I'm saying? Which he's still doing till this day. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, the Big T punchline DNA shit, whatever that is.
Yeah.
So, real quick question: what do you think about that? Are you agreeing with like you feel like well I don't know probably most of us that you can pretty much hear Big T and DNA style, which we have to be more 70-30 Big T DNA.
Wait, so you said you're asking me if I can hear DNA and Big T style or vice versa?
Oh no, pardon me. Can you hear? We've been really listening to K Shine's rounds lately, and it's been really sounding like a lot of Big T in his rounds, and it's best if we get a third opinion on this because. Let us know if we tripping or not. Because K-Shine, there was a lot of battles, man. I heard a lot of Terrence. And Terrence has a very specific cadence.
It started with the Sharon battle for me.
Let's see what, my bad part. Let's see what you was about to say, Tony? I didn't hear what you was about to say. Because I want
to cut my man off. Man, I kind of, I don't know. I'm not really. I'm trying to think of it because K-Shine got that something, starburst, no, flower shirt. Like this shit I tweeted before. Like he does that little cadence thing, like where he's just rhyming like the same, you know what I mean? Like the same joint at like one after another, but it's like. It's way formulaic though, like, and it's stuff people love. It's like it's 2/4 something whatever. Like it's simple stuff, but it works, right? Like he did that against Verb to Perfection. I thought he did that against Hitman, but he lost his flow, so he started getting on that treadmill. That's like when he's getting nervous because he's because it's looking dark right now. Like whatever. So but do I hear Big T though? Because I feel like Big T is more of he does more of the tongue twister type of
I would
stuff.
say listen to Big T versus Danger Zone's most recent battle. I would say kind of like the what was the one line he was going to I think it was like the buy bars he was going. It was like wave by to you like some wave by to you like some.
Oh, Big T's been doing that though. Big T's been doing that. Like the kicking it like the joint he did against John in the second round.
Yeah,
like
where he's kind of like
kicking it like
Mike
before the moonwalk. Like yeah,
and he's doing like different versions of that one word. Now
exactly.
And I feel like I've been hearing K-Shine kind of been dancing around that style lately, and I've been hearing it kind of like
I can't name an example of that.
Hitman battle.
The only
battles I really how would you say?
He's been treading on that a lot, and like I said, it's since the Sharon battle. I mean, I'm an asshole, and I'm gonna correlate it to the fact that they're in the same clique because that's just me. But I mean. It's looking.
I mean, I don't hear it, guys. My bad, bro. I don't really. I don't.
No.
I've never heard K-Shine do the kicking it like such and such, kicking it like this and that, like you know what I'm saying? Like I've never heard him do
maybe
that.
I gotta go back to the old Red battle. I'm gonna have to go back and check it out again because maybe I gotta listen to it again because I'm a big fan of Big T style, and it felt like I was starting to hear it through that, like, his rhymes, and it's like.
But even shit like the Big T, like the you know what I mean, gun styles. I know you're tired of them. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, they came outside. It was 4-5 of them. Like, we came out strapped, 4-5s on them. Like, he's like, what? He's like, I drove through and came back like I forgot my fries from him. Like, shit like that. Like, Big T, the way he was giving that shit up, I don't think I'm seeing that. I do know that Big T is doing a lot more dancing, and that's what I thought you was going to go off of. Like, it's a little bit of swag being kind of, you know what I mean, well, shit, like, yo, move around. You know what I mean? T wasn't like that before.
Yeah, I won't be mad to say that. That's what I'm saying. I feel like they're all piecing things from each other. You know what I'm saying? And if we listen to hip hop today, you know what I'm saying, artists do that, especially you know what I'm saying, crews. They look for, you know what I'm saying, all right, what are you doing that can help complement what I'm doing? You know what I'm saying? Vice versa. Producers do it. You know what I'm saying? Some artists, well, writers at least, you know what I'm saying, you try to do that with each other. In battle rap crews, I wouldn't be surprised if it's happening, but I wouldn't stand for it, though.
Do you think,
like I said, maybe we might have to go back to the drawing board a little bit more, low. So
do you think Big T? I got two questions for y'all. Do you think Big T is a better performer now than he was years before? Like early Big T.
I would say yeah. I would say yeah, because I don't think he was focusing on performance back in the day. You got to think about it. Big T was really right. You got to remember he was infused with Mickey Facts, like over bars, like who can rap better.
He didn't start performing until he battled Suge, that cucaracha shit.
That's when I seen it.
That's the best performing. That's the best performing Big T that you've seen. Like I agree, Big T, like that was dope. You know what I'm saying? Like I've never seen him do that. I think he expanded his game a little bit. Like stealing bars is one thing, but if a guy clearly is a better performer, like K-Shine is known for doing like the histrionics and the dancing and all that, and incorporating the whatever little flavor on top of it, right? Big T doing that, it works. Like if you would have told me when Big T battled Hollow that he would be on stage doing La Cucaracha, like I would be like, yo, get the fuck out of here. Like that dude is not doing that.
Well, I mean, he's always been a little bit more animated, though. You got to think, he had LeBron James's remains, all the, you know what I'm saying? He had little things he would do.
But like swagging it out,
he was able to move, but like you're right, he added a little bit, he got a little bit more animated with it.
That's a fact.
I see what you're saying.
I mean, but it's like, I can't blame him for that.
What'd you say, Los?
What you say?
It comes with who he associates himself with. NWA, like DNA and Shine.
I
like
think they're going to rub off each other.
Which is
I think
not
they're
wrong.
definitely going to rub off on each other.
It's not wrong, but they, you know what I mean? Like, if it helps you, it helps you. You know what I mean?
Can we just be honest and say DNA and Big T got a little bit more? They got like some of the sauce from Shine in terms of just, you know what I mean? Like the way they carry, especially DNA, the way he carry, the way he walking around. You know what I'm saying? Like the way DNA walking around and shit like that. Like it, and that's dope. Like niggas shut up. Like,
but let's not take away that honestly think from there, I think that Shine picked up his bars. He stepped up on his bars, being around DNA's and Big T's. Like his punches got better being around DNA. His like manipulating of wordplay got better being around Big T, I feel.
Is that good or bad? Let me ask you that.
I think
I can't decide now if it's a good or bad thing.
It's a good thing.
No.
It helps.
It's good because it's, in a way he's able to he found a method in conserving his bars, at least in a way that he doesn't have to, you know what I'm saying, try to be like the super greatest writer, but he can be able to write stuff that at least he doesn't have to pertain it strictly to his opponent, you know what I'm saying? Like he can be able to write some bars just to write some bars down and just have those in a tuck. You know what I'm saying? Because it seems like that's kind of the way he's writing now. The way he's writing now, it's kind of feel like there's where it's going towards. Now that he has an opponent, all right, let me kind of morph these, add something in there with some names. All right, I got that. All right, I got another battle lined up. Got these bars already set up. Got a name. Let me fill these in right here. That's how I see it, and I feel the style that he had formulated with Big T and DNA, he's able to take on more battles because of this. You got to think a lot of these guys from that era that he's come from, Summer Madness 1 era. A lot of these guys had stories and were angling, and you wasn't too many punchers like that, in my opinion, around that time. You know what I'm saying? Especially when you see him going against Sue Surf, he had a whole angle for him. You didn't hear really too many back-to-back punches. Yeah, amazing classic. But I just feel over the years, going towards once he got with NWX, his style started to change.
DNA too.
Maybe for
like DNA is like that style is from DNA too. Like DNA when he battled Trez, that's one of the best DNAs I've ever seen.
You know what I think. You know what I think is an interesting point, and now that you're saying that, it makes me think. Right? You know, the guys that I respect the most are guys that you can go down the line in their career and name ways that they've won battles. Right? Like, because there's different ways to win battles. Like we talking about K-Shine. He's won battles in very, very different ways. The way that he beat DNA is not the way that he beat Verb. I think if you battle like that, you will always be dangerous. Like, you got that in your resume, and I think that's what you want to shoot for. There's certain guys who will outbar you like the way YK beats people is pretty much the same as the way it's been for the last 3 years. Like, he's gonna get in there, he's gonna write better, more fluid shit than you, and he's gonna overpower you. It's gonna just be too much. So, like, but he only wins like that. You see what I'm saying? Like, I think it's only a few people in that category that you could say win battles in different ways. Shout out to Hollow.
Okay, I agree with you on that. And that's what I was about to say. I was about to say, because Hollow is a guy who, he's not too big on props per se, but he will find different angles that if he finds an angle on you that at least somebody else used, he's going to find another way to try to, you know what I'm saying, exploit it. Let's go with the best angle he's used in his career. His first round for Charlie Clips, in my opinion. You know what I'm saying? Nobody was able to touch that. Like, nobody's touched on that. Nobody's, like, really, maybe somebody have been in rumblings and debates between battle rappers maybe, but nobody capitalized on it and took it to the level that he did. And ever since then, he's been that influence for other battlers. You know what I'm saying? Loso, you got anyone? You got any?
As far as Hollow's best angles?
Or no, I'm just saying, like, angle or battlers that did something specific to take out their opponent.
Shit, I remember Real Deal when he got Awkwards the fuck out of here on KOTD. I remember that vividly. We haven't seen that nigga
Real Deal.
Yeah.
Shit.
Yeah.
Oh, we might not be seeing Real Deal for a little bit either.
Yeah, Reaper cooked them.
Yeah. Yo.
No, not Reaper. We're not talking about Reaper.
Not Reaper. Mac Myron sent them to the moon.
I heard about
Jesus,
that.
That might be body of the year.
That nigga sent that nigga back to a steel plant in Philadelphia. I mean, in Pittsburgh somewhere for real.
Is that out yet?
Yeah. Sent his ass.
Oh yeah, it's out.
Yeah. Listen, man.
Was it that
He sent
bad?
his ass to Carnegie Mellon. You hear me? Like, he fucked him up.
Yeah,
but
they laid the towel.
I mean, I don't know. In terms of impressive wins, like, or people who just win diverse, like that I'm really trying to unpack that right now, because it's people who win battles, but they always win it the same way. And I feel like it's only a couple of battlers who you could run down their resume and say, in this battle he outbarred him, in this battle he out-angled him, in this battle he clowned him and made him look stupid. Like, not many people can really say that. Is that?
Would Lux fit in that criteria?
I don't think so. I think Lux wins battles the same way. Like, he's just superior at writing shit. Like, he killed Miles because he was just on another planet lyrically. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I think, like, he is just out of this world lyricist. Like, he doesn't need another special move. Like, he's just dope like that.
He doesn't do the same thing for every battler though. Like, for the shit he had for Cal is different than the shit he had for Hollow. and for Clips and Arsenal, and so it.
What? Really?
I don't think it's the same thing. I don't think so. The same. I think it's catered to the battler.
Well, I'm not saying that he's not direct and he's not writing like different content. I just think that his approach of breaking you down is very similar, battle to battle. Like he's a very much of a break you down, out content you, and just write doper material. Like on top of that, when I'm not doing those things. So like he's that guy. You know what I mean? Every battle. He's not like and it's angle heavy, but he's not like he doesn't win on some. Like, I've never seen him joke a guy, like, to death and beat him, like Big K. Like, I've seen Big K do that. Like, just go in there and all jokes and beat him. You know what I'm saying? Like, I've also seen him go in there and just, bars.
Yeah, it doesn't work for him all the time either. Sometimes it didn't work for him too much against O-Red.
Oh, shit. O-Red, yo.
Finally fucking saw the battle last night.
How'd you
that
call
was
it?
the one time you didn't want to joke it.
Red
I got O-Red. I got O-Red taking it. Maybe 2-1, maybe 3-0. Like, if you want to give Big K a round, because Big K first 2 rounds weren't whack. Big K never closes battles out well for me, and it's just that's the one thing. It's just not good for him. That's the one thing that's like. I doubt that'll probably take him away from being like it's like somebody's like complete number 1 or something. I don't know, but he just can't close out a battle. I just never I've seen a fire 3rd round or like that seal in the coffin for him.
Wait.
Angle. He had an angle though.
So Big K,
he had an angle. Remember our angle discussion? Remember our angle discussion with Big K, Loso? We had a discussion about Big K. He's very lethal when he can be able to do his punches and have those great angles sprinkled in between those though. Same with Av.
Yeah.
Same with Av. You got those great angles sprinkled in between those dope punches. Man, it gets really scary. It gets really scary.
That's a good point. That's a great point. Yeah. Wow. That's the formula right there. Just
ruined Big K.
And those are his best battles too. But you said he's not a finisher though. You don't think he's a finisher like that?
No, I don't think he's a finisher. Now let's think about some of his some of those great battles. Let's think him versus Ill Will. First round, amazing. Second round, rebuttal, out of this world. Third round, not really memorable. Not really memorable. They didn't really put the nail in the coffin. Like, I feel the first 2 rounds it's really, you got to debate in between there. Like,
I think interesting.
Ilmac put him out in the third. Like what Ilmac did against Big K is what you call a closing round. You know what I'm saying?
Whoa, crazy. The battle is classic too, but wow.
He closed pretty well against Pat, though. Like, when you battle Pat, like, I was there. He closed pretty well. Like, he closed on a good note.
Right. It's like sometimes he just tries to end his round, his battles joking. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't work with me all the time.
Yeah. It's weird with him because I don't know. It seems like he tries to get the battle over with in the first 2. You know what I'm saying? Like he goes to those first 2 rounds type of shit. And I feel like if he feels like he already got it, then he's like, whatever. You know what I mean? Like, so I got to go back and really watch his thirds to be like, to really dig into that, him not being a closer. Speaking of, I don't like the whole, like acting like I don't know how much time I have thing. Like, cause you can't do that to me. Cause I'm at the events. I know that people is like, yo, you got 30 seconds. Yo, you got X amount. Like people are saying this in your ear,
right before
and everyone's telling you this throughout the entire time. So to act like, like no, come on, man. I don't know.
No, talk to him. Talk to him, because
O-Red might be battler of the year, but he is. We gotta change that, bruh. That whole like you rapping clearly over whatever time limit they gave you, and then like kind of doing the whole, oh, y'all stopping me? Yes, you rap. Like I'm watching you. I am watching you from the crowd. I know that your round is already over the time limit, bro. Like, yeah, they're gonna stop you, man. Like,
I think that will go back to us as the culture to kind of keep telling them that, because we kept telling B-Dot that, and he actually noticed, like, okay, yeah, I see I'm going over this. All right, well, let me, you know what I'm saying? We see it in the Cortez battle. He was right on that time, and he said, no, I'm not even going to give you no extended rounds. You're not getting no extra time. Y'all want me to be straight to the point? Then y'all got it. Y'all got it. But the Aver battle was even less time that he's used to. So I can see why he was still even lost in that moment right there, because that three on the dot really hurts people, because they're used to 3 on the dot, but used to being told you got that extra 30 seconds. And I think they were not even giving them that 30 seconds at all.
I think when you write as a battler, you're also writing with the crowd reaction in your head. So you also have to factor that in.
I mean, I don't know if everybody writes like that though, with crowd reaction. I personally detest that, because you never know what people are going to react to. So just rap. Like, it's okay to just. I think if anything came out of this year, Loso, B-Dot, you know what I mean? Like, dudes are up there rapping. Like, that works. It still pays dividends. Like go watch Flacco and Latazé, like Jerry West and Badaki Green. You know what I mean? Like, it's okay to give props too. Like, if you go up there and rap, you'll have a good battle. Like, sheesh. For a minute, I didn't know what we were doing.
I mean, I think honestly, because we were getting lost again in, like, not knowing what a fire back and forth really looked like until we got Av and Rum, to be honest. I think that build-up got people back excited. You know what I'm saying? I didn't see. And really think about, what was the last in this day and age, that, I guess, Born Legacy being a small room, seeing a battle like that reach 1 million, like, off of bars.
Bars.
No antics.
Straight bars.
Nobody jumped in here and did no surprise, nothing. It was just bars. And like I said, once again, the hype going into it, they did amazing hype going into that battle.
And so someone made the comparison between that and Chilla and JC, and I'm like, look, I don't want to be blasphemous, because in some circles it's like, okay, you wildin', because that was the blueprint for a lot of stuff. I get that, but at the same time, we knew what Av and Nitty were about to do on that stage, and I was there for that, and everyone knew what time it was. Everybody was quiet. The people in the crowd, security was watching. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, everybody was just quiet. They knew what was about to happen in that room, and it did. And so
that match was like, all right, so we got Chris Jericho versus Kenny Omega going down in Japan, right? So Kenny Omega, I do this, bro. So think about it. So let's think about as King of the Dot being Japan. Rum Nitty was building his stock up right after, after they had the Phoenix event. Rum Nitty stock was going up. Like, people want to see more Rum Nitty. And then it was like, okay, we know Rum Nitty is like, the gun bars is crazy, the punches is crazy. His style needs to be, let's see him on URL. Now we're seeing the old PGs, all this stuff that we're seeing with the B-Dots gyms and all that and such now. But the build up, the back and forth, North saying you don't deserve it, you don't deserve Tay-Rock now, and we rather give you Av, and him not wanting Av, and Av like, nigga, I kill you, and really going at
was right.
Man, it was perfect. No, you're good.
Norbs was right. Norbs was right. Like, he was right. I think he took that battle too soon. Like, if that battle would have happened, say, this year, I would have been cool with it. You know what I'm saying? Like, I think that happened too early.
Rock?
Yeah, way too early.
Yeah.
Way too early.
I agree.
So
I agree, because he went.
Because I think him and Will should have happened before him and Rock did, right? Like, so, you know what I mean? Like, I don't know.
He fell flat.
Yeah, no, you
kind of just fell flat.
No, we were having a discussion yesterday where we're talking about battle rappers' end games. Like, what is your end game in this battle rap to kind of like solidify you with the greats? Is it a specific battler that you want to go for? Is it a list of battlers? It's like you want to just be known that you took out, like you want to build the resume, or do you, like I said, you want to take out this specific person, or is it stuff you want to do outside of battle rap? You know what I'm saying? What is it that's people's end game? We've seen with like Rum Nitty, his end game in a way to kind of feel like he was solidified with the greats was Tay Rock. Chess was Tay Rock. John was Tay Rock, Hitman, Hollow the Don in a way. He's still going.
He got his end game pretty quickly though.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? I think the Tay Rock one was kind of another one for him. Like Tay Rock was that other one.
When you say end game, you mean the battle. You're saying? Are you saying the? Okay, so it's three things. So it's three ideas on this. Like, are you saying end game in terms of the battle that stamped them, in terms of what would have been the pinnacle of their career, or their personal peak as a battler? Like, I don't know what end game means.
How Daylight was calling out Lux, like, so like he felt like that Lux battle would like solidify him. You know what I'm saying? Will make people know that I'm a top. Well, yeah, to say that I'm top tier. You know what I'm saying? I'm with these guys. You know what I'm saying? Rum Nitty wanted to take out Rock to say, I'm the gun bar king. He wanted to be the top guy, at least in the gun bar field. You know what I'm saying? He wanted to know if this is the guy that you guys love. I feel I have to take him out. And where Tay Rock was, if he was to take him out, it would have been, you know what I'm saying? He would have been solidified. I feel like he really wouldn't have to take a Chef Trez if he would have beat a Tay Rock. You know what I'm saying? He wouldn't have to battle DNA if he beat a Tay Rock. You know what I'm saying? The way that he was going into it, people thought he was going to take Tay Rock out, and the way it happened is like, all right, he had to go back to the drawing board. He got to find another way to solidify himself.
So this is it. I find this very interesting. So you're saying that so he takes the battle. So right, he takes the Tay Rock battle, and you're saying that had he won that battle, it would have gave him license to chill out and not take the other battles he had taken after that.
Or at least give him the choice. At least give him the choice because he has the clout to do it now. You know what I'm saying?
He'd be top tier. He'd be there. He'd be solidified with the greats.
If he beat Tay Rock at that point, he would have been solidified with the great. If that was a clear W, his career is entirely
not with
different.
the greats, like not with like the Luxes, at least with like we talking about like the Charlie Clipses, the Verbs. You know what I'm saying? The top tiers. You know what I'm saying? He can roll with like how they're looking at T Top right now. Is I feel like he's found where he needed to be. You know what I'm saying? He took out a T-Rex. You know what I'm saying? He took out a Math Hoffa, which I think in his stance is more of a resume. There's nobody he really, you know what I'm saying, said, I want it. You know what I'm saying? I needed to take this guy out. You know what I'm saying? I mean, maybe Suge, maybe, but it was kind of a theme behind that with the rookies and vets.
See, I think one thing I think that's actually pretty interesting is that if you look at disparity, right? Disparity in terms of clout, in terms of stock, in terms of popularity, and you compare all-time greatest W, you know what I'm saying? Like, for a guy who had one status that was going up against a Titan, right? Like when Magic went up against Clips. Like, that was a big deal because B Magic getting that shot on that stage against Clips is a big fucking deal. And he took it, and he was stamped, right? Calico versus Math is the same way. So I'm trying to look for more of those matches that take place. I think it's actually very rare that you have fucking David and Goliath on a big stage. David prevails, becomes that guy on top of it, and keeps that momentum. It's very few of them on the big stage. Very few.
We've gotten them. Well, hold on. We've gotten them, but it's just David didn't finish the job. Chess, people are debating it. It's very debatable, but it's a little piece of everybody that's like, Chess just didn't finish the job, yo.
Yeah, that
first round
against
is
DNA?
what we were supposed to see. I mean, you could say DNA, you could say Tay Rock. You know what I'm saying?
I say Tay Rock.
JC clearly. Only person he's clearly got, like he's clearly shown he got a clear win on is the Saga. I mean, that's
so
he's
not stamped. So Chess is not stamped in your opinion.
No, not at all.
Me neither.
Okay.
Well, you could say Av too. You could say him and Av is debatable.
Very interesting. I want to do this same game with other because there are other people on this list then who who had that battle to be that guy. You know what I mean? On some David Goliath, get that matchup. But I mean, once you get multiple battles of that, that's why I think Chess needs to take a lower tier comp. I think he's had multiple battles where he was punching up, and punching up in different ways. Like you got JC, you done had, you know what I'm saying? You done had Tay Rock, Av, you were punching up big time, and you didn't really win those. I think it's okay for you to battle someone on a slightly lower tier. And Chess is nice. I'm not gonna take that away from him. But I would really want to see what he does against the Mike P's and the Twerks and Riders and people like that.
Exactly.
I want to see what he would do. So.
But now, I mean, this is a great way to segue. Let's talk about this Smack Volume 1 card. Now, we finally got the battle we've been waiting for since 2014, since Trez was in Spit That Heat. Is Trez versus Chess, the Treasure Chest battle. Yep. You know what I'm saying?
So what?
The Treasure Chest battle.
Yeah.
Well, that's great. That's excellent.
I'm just saying, we've been waiting for this battle for so long, but we had to wait for Chess to kind of go through these obstacles for him to go back down to this tier. You know what I'm saying? Because Chess should have been battling this guy, almost 2 years ago, at least. But they pushed him to the moon. I mean, it's like looking at that young guy who just looked like he has it all. And he has the potential, and he's showing it to you in that battle, but it's not. He's only giving you about 60% of it. You know what I'm saying? When the other guy he just can cruise at a 70% and still win. It's like we're not seeing. They didn't finally see what they wanted to see. That future star, he didn't have that standout track. You know what I'm saying? He had the standout He maybe had a standout single here and there. He didn't have a standout album yet, though. He French Montana.
No complete battle from Chess yet has got to that point where it's he's like a good artist that he releases good music, but he did there's no classics on the rhythm. There's no.
He's good as a
French artist.
That's what I say.
He don't got that. He don't got that body of work.
French Montana will give you some dope singles for that year. Yeah. When it comes to the album, them album cuts don't really fill up the rest of the foundation. I feel like those album cuts are the remainder of his round sometimes. You know what I'm saying? And it's literally always something. It's always something. You know what I'm saying? Jay Black spoke on it. You know what I'm saying? He even said it's always a choke here, a stumble there. And I've known from prior, you know what I'm saying, interviews with Steams and such like that Chess has respiratory issues that caused him to do his what people say quote unquote growing up. No, it's not his fault. You know what I'm saying? It's not his fault.
Oh, that changes things then.
Yeah, but in this field, when he's not really speaking up on that, nobody people are going to make the narrative for themselves. You know what I'm saying? So they're just going to ask him.
I mean, Chess though is one of those guys where I feel regardless of anything, my only gripe with Chess is win some battles, but being there live, man, and the energy that Chess brings into a room, you can say win, lose, draw, whatever you want to say. I know for a fact it's people that's there because they want to see Chess battle, and he does put on a great performance, man. Whatever you want to say. I think he's supremely talented, but he just, we need a W. But in terms of Trez and Chess, Trez is about to beat Chess, and then we'll see what happens after that.
I meant to tell you, Loso. I'm taking my prediction back. I know this is sad, but I totally forgot that he's battling Ty Law right before this. Man, Chess, he's falling into what the rest of these guys are doing.
It's a trap,
and he's battling Ty Law before.
Yes.
Doesn't sound intimidating, does it?
Wowzers. Wait, no, whoa. Here's where? Because this is news to me as well. Like, where's the battle taking place?
It's like a birthday bash kind of thing.
I want to say the DMV. Let me see.
Is it do or die?
And that sounds about right. Oh no,
the Hitty Man.
CGBL. Holiday Homicide battle card. Let me see.
Now that you mentioned, you said you were taking your prediction back.
Yeah,
you were taking your
County
prediction
Ground
back.
Battle League. Yeah, I'm taking mine back, bro. I think like for one, this is a battle Trez. I feel Trez won it a little more than Chess, and like this is the battle he wanted. Like you've seen it in the battle against Ryder, that he had the chess bar. Niggas, he made him know I'm here and you are my end game. Like this is what we talk about with end games. Like this is the person I've been calling out.
On that same token, my nigga, I'm gonna take my prediction back on Av and B Magic. I picked B Magic last night. My nigga, I watched Av versus Chess last night on a random tip. Yo, if Av
is back in that bag. Av is back in that bag.
Battle, with that shit, my nigga, I got Av beating the shit out of Magic, man.
I'm sorry, man. Like I was saying this, like I think like how do you feel about,
bro?
Like you feel like Av is like kind of having an ascension back to his stock, like the stock he had in 2016.
Even at the height of the fuckery, it's not like Av was ever ass. He was the same guy. It just was. I was watching Av battles for a split second, and I had like low key tinnitus. I'm like, I know you stole, like, you know what I mean? Like it was messing me up. But then like you go back and you watch the battles, it's like, okay, he kept battles close. I don't think O-Red smoked him. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't think Suge smoked him. Like so.
I got Av winning.
I think O-Red kind of smoked his boots a little bit.
Really?
No.
Hey, man, that time shit kind of hurt Av.
Just because you see a big dude jumping around the stage acting like he's messing with a jackhammer does not mean he is bodying someone, son. I'm sorry.
And I said O-Red.
Av was still punching.
Oh, you said O-Red.
Oh, you said Av. Oh, you said O-Red. Oh, yeah, I ain't mad at that. But I think he definitely got that one on Suge, though. That first round, the punches were just too consistent. They were too. He started off wrong, trying to joke on himself. In this light, you don't joke on yourself with stealing bars. It's just you just don't do that. You know what I'm saying? John can do it because it's not. It's a John can do it because it's a running joke. Nobody knows he does. Nobody knows. Like people know he don't steal bars. You know what I'm saying? But the Av situation, like that, you can't play with that. Especially then you do an Arsenal. Like, come on, don't play with that, bro. But when he continues, he's good.
I definitely thought that Suge won that battle though, but I mean, it's cool. I'm not mad at somebody picking Av on that because I think that battle I was more, you know what I'm saying. I don't think Av has changed. It's just perception, maybe perception is dying down because you got
energy.
people like stealing from backpackers and shit on, you know what I mean, like online battle leagues and shit. Shout out to Bonnie, but
let her have her moment.
Well, I mean. No, quick segue. We're gonna go back. How do you feel about, you know what I'm saying, these leagues still booking? Well, LA Battleground still booking her. You know what I'm saying? I think this is just weird.
I mean, so right before everything happened, we had tried to, like, we did a long show and all that. So we had old boy on from LA Battlegrounds or whatever. But I think they just got word of it. I know they had her booked before and stuff like that, so it's kind of one of those things. So for them, it's a catch-22. I mean, you pull a battle, you losing bread, this and that. I mean, do you want to take that loss? Like maybe you contractually bound, maybe it's other things that came up. You know what I mean? So I don't think they came in expecting that to be the case. But with that being said, now I don't think it's any excuse for no continued bookings. Not from a respected league. And I'll say this too, because I think sometimes when media says this, it almost sounds like people are like, well, what are you going to do? Listen, I'm a fan just like everybody else, right? all I can do is say my opinion. The way that I judge battle rap, the way that I rock with the culture, I don't think a league that wants to be credible, to have any type of integrity, is supposed to be booking someone that did that. You know what I'm saying? So like knowingly did it. Okay, I get it. Business is business, but that don't mean I gotta like it, right? Like I be at events, I'm never gonna boo, but I'm all for the like. I tweeted this before, and I said it on our show. I'm for the like the no reaction thing, like no reaction to like anything that happens on stage for somebody that the league just says, you know what, we're gonna book them anyway. Like the entire culture is saying you stole. So like we clearly don't want to see that going on. You know what I mean? So I'm in favor of just like not, you know what I mean? If it's really like that, if you really feel like that, just don't cheer. Nothing. Like I don't support that. Like don't steal.
Yeah, man.
Like why would you steal bars? Like it's battle rap. It's really only like the one rule. Like, yeah,
but I mean, it's more than battle rap. Go ahead. What'd you say, Loso?
Who did she steal from? Because I'm not really privy to like the whole situation.
Listen, dude is from like one of the little internet leagues or whatever. I had it written down here somewhere. I gotta reach out and get and get the chopping up with him. But I guess dude
niggas.
He is from like some like internet based league or whatever. Like it's not like little online leagues or whatever.
Oh,
she's
one of my niggas.
What you say?
Nah. They got the Twitter rap league joint that John had made a couple years ago. So I thought you were talking about one of them niggas, because they would just be having bars right there on Twitter. So I thought she probably just saved the image or something and said, all right, round one.
Well, no, it was a little bit more calculated than that. It's like she went to a real esoteric place. You know what I'm saying? Real esoteric. Like some forum somewhere.
That one. That's a new one.
You know what I'm saying? Like some forum somewhere where people just like having fun on some nerdcore backpack, like whatever.
Bitcoin.
You know what I'm saying? So then she goes on there, a little 4chan backpack league or whatever, and copies bars from a kid who clearly has no, like, first of all, like, how you copy that and get cooked? Like, how you do that? And then also you copying some dude with no swag. You stole his swag. Like, what is? It's just all types of layers of messed up. And then I don't even know if it's true or not. I can't really trust it, but like whatever. In her apology, she said that her ghostwriter stole from someone else. That's all types of. That's like Inception. Like my head is like, you see that meme where like dude is like doing math in his head and just like distressed. Like I feel like when she said, when I read it, I just saw Matrix Code. I'm like, yo, it's like Matrix Code just falling from the sky. Like what is going on? Like what is she talking about? The guy I hired to write my shit stole from someone. Like, what are we doing?
I hope he got some pussy out of it, man.
It reminded me of like the what's the I Gave You Power song, and it's like, or no, not even like that. You ever seen the Chain video by Wale, the Shine video? I mean, and it's like a chain getting passed around through everywhere. I feel like that's these bars. They're just getting passed around through the whole community, yo. That's crazy. That's crazy.
And that's a good point, because you know somebody else doing it, huh? Like you got to know somebody else is doing that. One of y'all about to get caught too. Like for real. Now that we know.
Let's be real. We've been hearing. We know the ghost writers have been out here. We just haven't know who they've been writing for. You know what I'm saying? We've heard Bricks talk about it. We've heard QP talk about it multiple times in battles, interviews, everywhere. You know what I'm saying? A lot of things. You know what I'm saying? But I'm saying a lot of these guys have came out openly and said this, so we know it's out there. So we shouldn't be surprised that. I mean, let's be real. Let's keep it cut short, dry. Like, we've been speculating about the females when in their writing ability for years now. You know what I'm saying? We've weeded through and found out who's really writing, who's not. You know what I'm saying? Like the Jazzes. We give our credits to the Jazzes, the E Hearts, Officials, the 40s,
QB,
QBs. You know what I'm saying?
Gaddis,
like I give them the the Gaddis, Hustle,
Tory, but these are all top girls though. Like, so it can't be. I don't even think it's. I think all the shit is at the margins. I think maybe it's like out of all battle rap, maybe only a couple, like small percentage of people are getting they stuff written, like, or whatever, right? Because I mean, from talking to these dudes, from being there, from calls that I had or whatever, like people, spitting they whatever to me, it's like okay, I could tell you, like, you putting in your work into this. You know what I mean? Like, you ain't even you spitting like half a round to me. Like, you ain't even got the whole thing yet. You just like, yo, this is where I'm at. All right, cool. Like, I know for a fact these dudes are up, like, writing these rhymes and putting all their work in. But my problem is, just like any bad union would do, like, why would you protect somebody that's making your profession look a certain way? And then at the same time, a lot of people who are stealing or allegedly stealing are on these big cars. So they essentially taking up a slot that you could be in. Like, what? Yeah. Like, imagine if it's somebody that's on all of the big classic cars, the big looks with the 1,000-seat venue and the special guests and the rappers and all that in a prime time slot, and you knew his stuff was getting written for him. You wouldn't say nothing?
It's like Gilly and Wayne. When Gilly was writing for Wayne, that's what happened.
That nigga he's seen his shit getting his words damn near get blown up. He was like, hold up.
Yeah.
Emerson Kennedy voice, hold up, son. But I mean, it's just a terrible stain on, you know what I'm saying, especially just battle rap in general. Not even just women battle rap. We just hate to see that. You know what I'm saying? Hip hop in general. Let's take it all the way to hip hop, because it's a hip hop rule at the end of the day. That's why it's not even nobody likes it in battle rap. That's a general hip hop rule. And for Bonnie to be around taking pictures with rappers and trying to make these moves, and you doing stuff like this, like, you need to really revitalize your career.
Let me ask y'all this. You said it was a general hip hop rule. Why is it okay? So in hip hop, ghostwriting is frowned upon. It's bad. It's taboo, kind of. So why, when an R&B song comes out, it's okay to have 4 or 5 writers? Nobody frowns upon it when it's R&B.
Yeah,
because we've been through that. Like, that's a like, most of the time, those are producers creating those songs. You know what I'm saying? Babyface has made multiple artists off of just sitting in that studio creating with him and Quincy Jones, just creating. You know what I'm saying? Him and L.A. Reid creating. I mean, you know what I'm saying? Just sitting and then giving these songs to these beautiful people with these beautiful voices. They're like, here's your alley-oop. You know what I'm saying? Most of these people probably do write songs and such like that, but they ain't writing hit songs like they, you know what I'm saying, people who've done it, as compared to in hip-hop, where it's a different structure of writing, where people are writing about their views, you know what I'm saying, from where they're from, you know what I'm saying? And if somebody else is writing that about your life, that's different, you know what I'm saying? We're supposed to be writing about your life, your surroundings, what you see in your area, which is what the basis of what, you know what I'm saying, hip-hop is supposed to be around.
Well, that's what it started as. I mean,
right, you know what I'm saying? That's why I say it's supposed to be, because people act like they forgot, you know what I'm saying? People like they act like that's not what people rap about anymore. You know what I'm saying? You're supposed to just rap about what's on you physically, not what's around you. You know what I'm saying? But like I said, R&B, it's always been, you know what I'm saying, just somebody just creating the song and a beautiful voice singing it.
Fair enough.
Fair enough. Like Smokey Robinson and for sure.
Yeah, I'm about to say, unless you got like the Marvin Gayes and the Stevie Wonders, who were like creators also. Like, I don't think you can, like, a guy like What's Going On album can be like, he could probably have somebody help him with some ideas, but he was literally, that's his view of the world at that moment. You know what I'm saying? I don't think nobody else could be able to like write that for him and say, yo, you know what I'm saying, this is your album. Like, that was Marvin's. Marvin was, you see he was going through it. You know what I'm saying? You see his whole personality was changing. His whole style was changing. The way he was thinking was changing. And I think you can definitely and I say that with rappers. When you see rappers get better, Sue Surf, you see once he's got better in his rapping, his music, it translated into his battles. So people wanted to say, oh, no, somebody writing for him. Now you hear Boom was like, no. You know what I'm saying? And that's what it sucks to see, you know what I'm saying? People try to throw that on people, and it's people actually doing that work and, you know what I'm saying, putting in that work to progress, you know, and you got people who are just taking the escape, you know what I'm saying, taking the, you know what I'm saying, the lame route. It's crazy.
Right. And, I mean, I guess the two comments on that. I mean, on the one hand, I get the point about, like, yo, nobody else could have wrote this but him. But you know what I'm saying? Like, there's no way, because this is how he feels, and it's more authentic because that's his worldview. Like, you take a song like All Along the Watchtower, which Dylan wrote, and his is one way, and it's like Dylan, right? But then Hendrix, what Hendrix did with it was a different thing entirely. So that's why I think, like, sometimes it's different because now you're working with just different moving pieces. But I think with hip-hop, because battle culture is ingrained in hip-hop, just like not even just battling on the mic, like breaking, like dancing, like that's battling. Competition is a part of where hip-hop is out of the backdrop of struggle and you know, super competitive, like just ultra dense urban populations of people who just needed something to get out that aggression and battling and settling everything with words instead of fighting each other, you know what I'm saying, or dancing. That's just been a part of it. And so, like, with hip-hop, damn, this is what pisses me off about hip-hop. At least at some point, I feel like, you know, we got to maintain certain principles, but, you know, this has been ingrained, man. Like you write your own stuff. Like, you come to like, back in the day, back in the 80s, they would come to the parties with their joints written, like, or memorized or whatever, like, it, and they, like, EPMD would talk about it on the early, like, I'm really into old school hip-hop, but they would talk about, they have songs where they talking about going to a house party, coming to the front and like, spitting for everybody, like, over break beats. Like, that's what hip-hop was, and you brought your own material to do that. You know what I'm saying? So,
exactly.
And biting somebody else just did not fly. Like, it didn't fly then, it can't fly now, it can't fly ever. No.
Like, it's funny because I was listening to the Irv Gotti podcast, and we're going to get back onto the smack card right after this because it's probably a good way to segue. But he was just talking about how Vita, you know what I'm saying, from, you know, the one joint, I forgot the song, it's my shit too. But you remember Vita from back, Put It On from back in the Murder Inc. days. You know what I'm saying? She had a ghostwriter. It was somebody writing for her. You know what I'm saying?
Ghostwriter?
She had that song, Vita. That shit's fire. That shit's still fire.
But watch the Rap Radar podcast where Irv Gotti talks about it. But he was saying that she had a ghostwriter, but how they ended up falling out was because she wanted to end up writing her own bars, which I commend her for. She ain't want to do this no more. You know what I'm saying? But they was like, yo, you know, like, you kind of trash though. So it's either this or, you know what I'm saying, you can do you. You know what I'm saying? And she chose to. I guess they chose to part ways, but it just shows you that this ghostwriting been in the game for a minute. You know what I'm saying? It's been in here for a minute. You know what I'm saying? But the way they did it, though, listen. Think about how you just were reacting to it. You ain't know about it. You know what I'm saying? You didn't know about it until now. So, like, even though we hate it, you know what I'm saying? Even though it's been done, we know Diddy got, you know, music written for him. We know Will Smith got music written for him. You know what I'm saying? We know like Jada Kiss wrote plenty bars and for Bad Boy. You know, all to this day. Sci High, Quentin Miller, you know what I'm saying? All these guys. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Shoot, it's to this day. You know what I'm saying?
But you're battling somebody though. Yikes!
Right,
man.
and that's why I think those morals still come into play. Like how now when we do those MC discussions, Ye, Drake, no, they're not in those discussions no more. You know what I'm saying? When we're talking about top, you know what I'm saying, battlers, these people who are starting to get exposed, you know what I'm saying? Y'all not in these discussions. Y'all not in these discussions who we want to see on these cards and such like that. You start to get, you know what I'm saying, weeded out. You know what I'm saying? Whatever you do, you do you. You know what I'm saying? If you have a fire battle, you have a fire battle. We just know it's somebody else's words, though. You're never going to get that real respect.
Can I ask you a question? Can I ask y'all a question just real quick? Because you brought up the MC combo. Do y'all have a different MC combo from a, like, rapper combo? Like, do y'all have different, you know what I'm saying? Like, do y'all separate the two worlds and, like, have y'all lists according to that? Because I'm finding more and more people, like, have a different MC top 10 list than different rapper. You know,
Jay is an MC.
You
Drake
have to do
is a rapper.
Well, let's do it like this. I mean, let's do it like this because let's say like this. All right, we have the lyricist, and then we have, you know what I'm saying? Because a lyricist is they rap too. You know what I'm saying? I mean, those are MC rappers. Those are what I think. But when you think of somebody who like Kanye West, I think of him still as an artist, though. You know what I'm saying? Because he is still a producer. I think he's trying to build a song. He's trying to build an album, build a theme where whatever. Drake does the same thing. Dr. Dre, you know what I'm saying, does the same thing. You know, we wouldn't have got Chronic if it was just him. If it was just him writing that, no, he wouldn't have got the Chronic. You know what I'm saying? He had to formulate that with other minds. You know what I'm saying? So we appreciate that for what that is in the rap game, because we get what we get with that. We see what we get with that if we got great minds behind it. But we put the people who do it with one mind, we put them in a different light. We put Nas in a different light because he was able to write what he wrote Illmatic at the age that he did. You know what I'm saying? We commend him for what his mind process was like, how he was able to put that pen to paper and with stuff he was writing, and the picture he was able to paint at that age is a different. It's like, yo, this dude's a young genius. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's crazy. Like, when then you see guys, like I said, a Kanye who is making things like Late Registration, you know what I'm saying? That's just like, it's crazy sonically. Like, yo, how was he able to, you know what I'm saying? In that time, you know what I'm saying? We can go to.
Oh, no, it's facts. No, still, shit. That shit is amazing.
Heartbreak. Yeah, you can say 808s a Heartbreak. You want to say
still,
like
still good.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? He's able to like try to be more creative in the game, like trying to not do what everybody else is do, but he wanted to put other great minds with him, you know what I'm saying, to help him do that. Now, when we found out about that, we had to put him in a different light. But before that, Kanye was, some people were putting him top 5 MCs. Some people were putting him top 5 MCs. You know what I'm saying? MC, the word MC, that's why I just separated, man.
MC to me is like a rapper's rapper. He can spit, a lyricist, you know, or what have you. A rapper to me is
he can freestyle still, but
you can't put him on the MC list.
Nah.
Too much of the content was written by like Sci-Hi and Rhymefest, and you know what I mean, like
I
you know what I'm saying. People were writing for him, like not to say because old Kanye was spit, but he got more into the production and putting on a great album and great content. Kanye's catalog is fucking impeccable. Like, I'm not knocking that. But what I'm saying is I personally think Styles P is one of the best MCs, like, ever. I think Cool G Rap is one of the best MCs ever. Pun, Big L. I think there are other guys who are rappers that, like, if we just do the rapper thing, the totality of it, combining all of the different metrics and stuff like that, including the appeal and ability to make different types of music and shit like that, yeah, they're better rappers. But on that mic, though, what? Throw on a beat and we all chilling, smoking, drinking something? Styles P is better than, like, most people, just ever. So, in my personal top,
a lot of people,
you know what I'm saying? Redman, personal top 20, like
a lot of people don't think about, like, Kanye has a good eye for great artists, you know what I'm saying, great MCs and such like that. Like, look, he you know what I'm saying, he found, you know what I'm saying, Sci-Hi, you know what I'm saying, it's crazy, but he ended up, you know what I'm saying, having him utilized for different projects, you know what I'm saying, the way he found Kid Cudi, like, Kid Cudi, people won't think about it, but Kid Cudi, like, he would label himself as a lyricist, you know what I'm saying, as an MC, like, when he was coming up, he would be freestyling everywhere, you know what I'm saying, doing mixtapes, you know what I'm saying, features, but he sat there and co-wrote that whole, you know what I'm saying, 808s and Heartbreak, and it was a classic, though. But it was, like I said, he was able to put those great minds together. He knew the right people to put together, you know what I'm saying, to help them do those creations. That's why we put him in a great light, in a high standard in artistry. But as an MC, nah, you know what I'm saying? We have to put Jay there. We have to put, you know what I'm saying, the M's there. You know what I'm saying? We used to think he was there, but once we found out, Nah. And it's the same thing with battle rap. Same exact thing. But it was like it's like, God forbid, if we was to ever find out Jazz was getting Cobra before, that would be crazy, bro.
Jesus, no.
That would shut battle rap down. It would shut battle rap down for a minute.
If who? What?
Jazz the rapper.
If Jazz, I'm just saying, like, that's what I'm saying, the impact of how it would be, like, just how when we found Ye, it was a crazy impact. Because before that, it was so much great content. We like, yo, how was the rhymes was crazy. You know what I'm saying? What my we said, mayonnaise colored bins. I pushed Miracle Whips. What? Come on, son. And this is 04. You know what I'm saying? But I'm just long to saying. But to find out that could have been Consequence. That could have been, you know what I'm saying? My man, what's my one man name, son?
Really,
I'm blanking. Not really though. The other dude, tall, bald headed dude.
GLC.
I can't think. GLC. Like, yo, like he was like, these dudes were around during that college dropout era. So we don't know where.
You just said he could freestyle, so his ability.
Like,
you know his ability. Though.
I know his ability, but I know that he does have help though. We know this. He admits this. 20 rappers, bro. One song.
I still, like, just rapping, just spitting on the spot, I'd have to put Kanye at top 5, my nigga. I'm sorry. Like, he's talented.
There's too many writers on that.
I mean,
I can't do it. I would love to, because like I'm listening to Sci-Hi's album and shit, right? Like my bad, bro. My bad for cutting you off.
Continue. No, because Sci-Hi album was amazing.
Yeah, and my boy hit me up and was like, "Yo, have you heard that new Kanye?" And I'm like, "What?" He's like, "Oh, nah, Sci-Hi the Prince just dropped a dope ass album." I'm like, "All right, dope." So like, and we just was like, it was funny. It's like, because I feel like some of those tracks that's on that joint, if those were Kanye tracks, they would be everywhere. Like, for real.
Oh,
like,
man.
It's literally one of the best albums I've heard all year. Like, hands down.
Like, imagine if Ye was doing that 10 Commandment, the drug 10 Commandment thing, yo. People would be going crazy.
They'd be going crazy. New Africa.
You know what I'm saying?
Come on, man.
Man, I can only imagine. But like I said, Sci-Hi's a creative dude, though. You know what I'm saying? We have to give those people their credit. You know what I'm saying? We have to give those people their credit. Or if not, they're gonna want to fall back and just continue to do stuff like that. Like, and Sci-Hi got tired of it. He wanted to say, yo, I want to show people that, yo, I'm that nigga. I'm like, y'all heard me on So With Paul. Y'all heard me. I wilded out.
You niggas pissing me off right now, man.
Kanye, I don't think of Kanye as a
disrespect
or an MC. I don't think of him as that. Back when I figured, okay, Kanye was doing his thing, but once I found that out, man, I was done, man. My favorite rappers all time you just never heard, like, what? Like, people don't, what? Nas? Come on, bruh. Like, they not writing for Nas, man. I'm sorry, like, nobody's writing for Ghost.
You don't know that.
Nobody's writing for Jada and Styles. Like,
no. Come on, bro.
No fucking way, man.
Trust me, we would have been heard. a story.
Man.
You ain't heard.
They take the craft too seriously. It's too many. They talk too greasy on the mic about being doper than everybody to have anybody have ever wrote.
Not Kiss and Styles. Nas is what I'm talking about.
Oh, hell.
Nas,
what?
Bro.
Okay,
I know, bro. I'm talking about Nas. I knew you was talking about Nas. No story of like that has even surfaced that anybody has even talked about a ghostwriting allegation. Nothing. You know what I'm saying?
If there's a guy who was ghostwriting for Nas, like, you're an idiot.
He would have been trying to get some credit, bro.
Because like, you're literally talking about one of the greatest rappers like ever. So it's like, and he is noted for lyricism. Like, if there's somebody out here just like working a 9-to-5 that was ghostwriting for Nas back in the 90s, like, you're crazy.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I don't even know how'd you end up doing that? Like, how do we not end up hearing your music? Because you're clearly a genius. Like, so
come on,
that's
son.
why
you know
he's
going to want to try to. These writers be wanting to get their own clout sometimes, bro. He would have been came out of the woodwork.
Hell yeah. with a book. Yo, if it was if Illmatic actually did, this is a crazy nightmare, hellish scenario. I'm sorry for the blasphemy, but if Illmatic did actually have a secret ghostwriter to it, and he like, you know what I'm saying, he surfaced like on some, I helped write this and like
what if Jungle wrote Illmatic?
It'd be sick. Yo.
If Jungle wrote Illmatic, that'd be hilarious.
That would be crazy.
He's been spitting Jungle's life for 20 years.
That's the only thing I can say. I would say that, but Nas would be writing it. You know what I'm saying? I can't even think of that, bro. I respect Queens rappers. I respect Queens rappers too much, bro. I respect Queens rappers too much.
But I know goddamn well nobody writing for Ghostface or nobody in Wu-Tang. Like, I just can't see that happen. That's what I can't see happening. Like, Jizza, like, you're not writing. Like, you're not doing that. Like, what? Nobody sounds like these dudes, man.
Like, who can ghostwrite Scarface? Like, who can tell those stories, my nigga? Like,
Raekwon, none of them niggas, man.
That's what I'm saying, bro. It's like you can tell.
I mean, because with Ghostface, it's like it sounds like it's just coming like out of it. It's like stream of conscious flow. Like he's not even like so if you ghostwriting that, like, and I gotta reread that, it's no way. Come on, man. I'm not reading this.
Okay,
man.
yeah.
Go.
I'm not reading that, fam. Get out of here.
I'm not reading that, bro.
Ghostface got fired. Ghostface cannot be
ready for somebody else.
This is actually funny.
Ghostface cannot ghostwrite. Ghostface cannot ghostwrite for nobody, bro. He is not getting that bag, bro. Like how niggas was saying, like, I forgot what joint they was saying. It was like they had, I think, it was the Snoop Dogg joint where they was talking about making the Still Dre song, and they just had niggas coming in like one nigga, somebody came in there, he said, "Nah, get out of here." Had somebody else come in there and said, "Nah, get out of here," and Jay came in there, and then this is funny because we're talking about ghostwriting, but then Jay came in there and he just like knocked the song out the park, all three of them joints. And it's just funny because I can imagine if Ghostface was probably one of the two niggas that came in there and Snoop was like, "Nah, son, you got to get out of here, B. I'm not messing with this, son. You just saying not one thing about a Lolo." Like, that's, but the thing is though, that's why me personally, I can't put Snoop in that light, because I don't know, like, I know Daz and Corrupt was writing some of these things, you know what I'm saying? But I know he was writing his own things he was writing his own stuff for Dre. So it's up in the air in a way for Snoop, you know what I'm saying? Even
I mean, I guess that would only be
even in a way with Drake, though, because he wrote for people also, but he wrote songs for people, like R&B songs for people. So it's like, that's why I put him in the artistry category. I put him in the art. Like some people, you just take out the category of like MC artistry, but some people you can just take them out of the MC realm and just kind of just keep them as a great artist, if that makes sense. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, no, that's a good point. That's a good point. I think that's the dichotomy you have to set up, because it's no way. And it's really, like, again, and I don't think I'm cool by saying this because I'm definitely not the first one to say it. Hip-hop should have a bunch of categories at the Grammys. It just should. Like, to me, it's not fair that Crit and Nipsey would have to compete with a Kendrick, or somebody, a trap artist or whatever. Like, I don't think that's, like, representative of how diverse and rich and dope the culture is right now. There's been some great albums that dropped, and I don't think what Vince Staples dropped sounds like anything right now. I just don't. I think
the Grammys got to make a mid-tier system. The Grammys have a mid-tier.
Nah, it's not. It wouldn't be mid-tier because no. You can't do that, because I think what dropped the same year as Dirty Sprite 2. Like, there was something else that dropped the same year, and I felt like that was like the best stuff out. Like, we've had parody in different genres of hip hop. Like, I think there's like if you hear like good music, that's not the same type of thing. Like, I don't think every hip hop artist is doing the same thing, and I think everybody should be saluted in what they're doing, because they're doing critically acclaimed work, but they're in a kind of a different medium. And I listen to rock, and there's like 50 categories of different types of rock and roll, like progressive rock, like,
that is true.
You know what I'm saying, alternative, metal, like.
But they tried. What was it? Urban contemporary album.
Yeah. What's wrong with? Why is that? Wait. How is that funny? What's funny about urban contemporary?
It's just fun. Like, but you say like, nigga, it's because you got R&B, and then you got urban contemporary, which basically got sprinkled with the same R&B artists. It is like, so what is that compared to
if
the
they
regular
don't draw a
R&B?
distinction? If they don't draw a distinction, then whatever. But I think, like, I'm thinking in my head, like, one day there should be an adult contemporary hip hop section. Like, I'm not gonna stop listening to hip hop when I'm 50, but I'm not gonna want to hear, like, I will be cool with my 60-year-old legend still rapping.
It's a different content. So we will put like the 444s. I think I would probably think Jeezy new album is probably gonna be geared in this type of way. Shit. Who else came out with an album in this kind of realm? I mean, you could probably say Crit's album, maybe. If you're going in that realm, you know what I'm saying? Just a different type of thought process, you know what I'm saying? Because we got, music is definitely geared in this age range, so we got to separate it a little. Like, I don't think. You
don't necessarily have to do it by age. I would think sonically you would want to do it, though. Like, I think there should be a trap category at the Grammys. I think that, for sure. Like, trap should be its own entity, and not because I'm shitting on it or I'm saying it's not hip-hop. I'm saying it's under the umbrella of hip-hop. Don't get it messed up. But it's a different variant altogether. And I think the things that they're good at it in a different way than a lot of other hip-hop artists are that just aren't in that medium. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's some obscure things that get life at the Grammys. I'm sorry. There's some obscure categories at the Grammys and people winning awards. And hip hop is the dominant culture of the day, and you can't tell me that one category is doing it justice.
Yeah, because only things that we got outside of the regular, we only got like rap duo with a singer, regular rap duo. Like it wasn't really nothing too, like you said, like they didn't really give us a separate, the alternative genre, the subgenre within hip hop, you know what I'm saying, which is what I say, like the trap, adult alternatives. Well, they got rap sung, so they're acknowledging the rapper singer category now, which is something I guess it's something now. That's something.
Look at the nomination.
They caught me off guard with that one.
Bag. Like they have Migos culture. They have Migos culture with like 444 and Damn and like SZA. It's a mixed bag, but it's different. It's different. It's different tastes.
It shouldn't be like that. Well, I mean, the Grammys is so demarcated by genre and subgenre. I just don't understand why hip hop would have to compete in one fucking genre. I just feel like that's a way to not give us our just due. And if you want to be honest, hip hop has been running shit musically at least for the last like 10, 15. Like you just like hip hop is running shit. So like for real, it has been for a while. We should have had multiple categories and things like that, like in subcategories to reflect like how rich it is. I don't know.
I mean, the one thing I will say we can appreciate is that an album of the year we got Awaken My Love, 444, 24K Magic, and Damn, all in the album of the year category. That doesn't stop hip hop. Who do y'all think wins that? Because
I think 444. 444 wins it hands down. Jay, he's cleaning house that night.
Just because it's Jay, or because it's Jay and he's on his old man retirement stuff, or is it just because it was a better album?
You're
going
to give out Lifetime Achievement Awards. That's what it's going to be. Okay. It's going to be the Jay Lifetime Achievement Award.
All right,
I think
I'm with you on that. I'm with you on
that. I think Kendrick is getting way too many accolades just off the strength of how he's. Just think about, you know what I'm saying, like I feel ever since this Damn album came out, it's sold well, you know what I'm saying? It sold amazingly, you know what I'm saying? The Humble track did amazing, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
DNA was a great rollout. The songs coming out are still rolling, you know what I'm saying? You're hearing them already. You heard Love, you heard Loyalty, you heard,
Fear.
you know what I'm saying, DNA, you heard Damn.
God.
You know what I'm saying?
What?
Like,
yeah.
he has the radio songs and he has the album songs. Not saying Jay-Z
Yeah,
doesn't,
that's a fact.
but Kendrick wasn't trying to make this like it's borderline a hip hop pop album the way it's rolling out, because like everything is moving, everything is moving
because by popular demand, because the album was that great and it's so musical and it has concept, it's layered, it's content. Like I don't know, Kendrick deserves all of this, man. Between the three albums, the three mainstream ones, he drops a classic on the first one, gives you a concept album. Who does that, right? And then he gives you. Then I wasn't a big fan of To Pimp a Butterfly, but white folks was, and they gave it 100 million fucking awards. Okay, sue him.
Yeah, I ain't
then
gonna lie.
now he gives you Damn and loses his fucking mind again.
This is why I love Damn. Really think about it. It's a concoction of all three. I mean, all three of what he's been doing since. He got a little bit of Good Kid, Mad City in there. With the DNAs and with the Fears. In a way, well, you could mix Fear with kind of sort of a To Pimp a Butterfly. You know what I'm saying? You can mix To Pimp a Butterfly with, you know what I'm saying, songs like God. You know what I'm saying? He kind of put both of those in the Damn, and I feel like that's what made it so welcoming to everybody. Everybody was able to eat off this album. You know what I'm saying?
The only way Kendrick wins that award that night is if before the awards, Top or Kendrick or Punch or one of the niggas in CDE is like, yo, Kendrick is not showing up to your award show if he's not winning that award.
I feel like that phone call has literally already been made, and it's already been confirmed that Hov is winning the award that night. And Kendrick, we want you to be there because we're gonna give you something. But Hov is definitely it's gonna be Hov's night.
Maybe,
like you don't want to miss
Kendrick,
that, because that'll look real salty. If they shower Hov with praise and you don't show up because you got a pre-call that you're not gonna win something,
it's gonna be the
Go
whole
ahead and
show.
Make that move you want to.
Be the whole show.
Yeah.
I ain't mad if it's. I ain't gonna be mad if it's the Hov show. I'm not gonna be mad.
I'm not mad at it either.
Nominations he got.
I'm not mad.
He got 8
I won't
nominations.
be mad if it wins. I won't be mad if he wins Album of the Year either. You know what I'm saying? Because that's an amazing album within itself too. You know what I'm saying? It served its purpose.
It was a great album.
It served its purpose. You know what I'm saying? It's just Lord is just. I didn't even know she was back out in these streets. I mean, that was random. But
I didn't know she was back outside. Is she talking about? Is she still criticizing and making caricatures out of what black folks do, or her definition of whatever? Like she was. Oh my God! I felt ways.
And now look at her. She's very problematic.
You competing with the hood.
I don't really.
Atlanta, you competing with a nigga from Brooklyn. You competing with a nigga from Compton. I don't know where Bruno Mars from, but we was gonna say from Spanish Harlem,
Hawaii or some shit. Yeah, I don't know.
Migos in there too.
Yeah.
And like, they got
you get niggas in there with box braids and
like they definitely have a lot of different joints, man. Definitely a lot of different joints. But before we get you out of here, man, we just went up a crazy tangent. Your thoughts, like you said,
man.
Your thoughts.
Crazy tangent.
Smack Volume 1. Smack Volume 1. How do you feel about them going back to this essence? We got the B Magic versus Av going down. JC versus Twerk. Everybody's confused about it. I'm happy about it. Like, what are your thoughts on some of the battles? You know what I'm saying? The settings of it.
Mm-hmm.
Like, is it going to serve its purpose?
I'll preface it by saying that I think that, and you know, because I'm not a prisoner of the moment, but I do like to assess things just to be objective. I think battle rap right now, in terms of parity, meaning the difference between very, very good and like good, I don't think that's a crazy gap. Like, I don't think people are like, there's groups of people who are doing really well. I think there's so much competition right now. And I think people are trying to make wins count again, because there are people who are sitting on wins and feeling some type of way. And now we're at a point where people want to hear lyrics. We want to hear lyrics. We want to see who is the best at this. And returning back to that is important to do, because somewhere along the way, the lyricists was getting buried. and not giving the time of day in favor of guys who are more performance heavy. But as we understand now, like, you can't discount where this thing comes from. There's still going to be a thirst to hear who is the best rapper. And right now, the guys who are on top are very, very dope. So I think this is good to see, because it'll shed light on a lot of those guys, because we haven't seen a lot of those guys in, like, the super small room setting in a smack sort of high-stakes environment in a while. Like, small room, high-stakes environment for some of those guys,
but
it's going to remind people of why these people are there. Like, well, yeah, Born Legacy was small, but this is going to be smaller than that. Like, this is going to be, because I'm not
messing up the terminology now. They kind of messing up the terminology of what a small room is now.
Bro,
so is this the official small room?
Small room to me is under 200 is a small room to me. I think medium starts at like 5.
I think it'll be like Black Star. It'll be like Black Star.
Like, but yeah. This is gonna be small. Like, this is gonna be like studio. Like, okay, you know what I'm saying? Like, maybe 50, 60 people, maybe. Like,
that's what I'm saying. They're making it sound like quiet room battles.
The logistic, and I'm gonna keep it real, because usually I would be like, I'm not trying to be coy about it. Like, I know crazy things. Usually before events, like, maybe I'm privy to a couple things here and there, just as media. I don't know shit that's going on, and the battlers I know that's battling, they don't really know what the fuck is going. Like, you know what I mean? Like, a lot of logistics are being withheld because it's really gonna be a small event.
Avocado said on one of the watch lives that apparently, and I told you this yesterday, apparently the battlers are not going to know the venue till day of.
That's actually true. I can confirm that 110% from the battlers that I've talked to who are on the card. So,
now, are there any benefits out of that? You know what I'm saying? Are there any benefits out of that?
Hell yeah. It means people can't just pull up. Like, you can't just pull up to the, you know what I mean? Like now everybody going to be where they need to be. And then, you know what I'm saying, day of or like right before, boom, it's about to be here. So, and to me, that's like mad organic too. Like, nobody knows what's going on. We don't know what the venue is. We don't, you know what I'm saying? Like, and then the battlers pull up with their rhymes. Like, that's organic. Because that's closer to the essence that people even understand. Like, that's so over the head, bro. Like, smack with the over the head booking. It's like, because back in the day, when you meet up with somebody, they're like, yo, they about to battle over here. Come to the park. Like, all these battlers would say that. Like, if they were somewhere in Harlem, yo, come up the block. Like, Goods has said this before. Like, that's how they used to get down. So the fact that you don't know what the venue is until the day of is, like, extra dope. So, yeah. I'm not mad at this, bro. I'm not mad at what's going on right now. And I think this has been a great year for battle rap.
It's a great card, too. I mean, aside from, I think JC and Twerk is kind of a battle. You know, my colleague knows how I feel about that battle.
Nigga's crazy, bro.
It seems rushed. It seems a little bit rushed, a little bit unnecessary at this part. Like let them both finish out I would have been cool with both of them just chilling out. You know what I'm saying? Like, and
I agree with you on that.
Let somebody else get that slot. Just because it's not that I don't want to see them battle. I do kind of feel like they took so many battles this year. No two people worked harder than those two. So it's just like you know, they could have let that one marinate a little bit, give us that one in the spring. I wouldn't have been mad at it. But that being said, I think it's gonna be a fire battle. Like, I think that battle is very good.
JC 30.
Now, see, what you're saying about them, what you're saying about how many battles they took, that's my factor of who I've been choosing. And a lot of these battles, because low-key, a couple of these people have been booked kind of sort of a lot this year. You know what I'm saying? Well, it's not a lot. They've been booked pretty close. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, at least to this card, because Summer Madness, what we say was August or September. Between that time, late August. Yeah. Well, that time, whatever. And it's about to be December, so August, September. No, it's 4 months. And I was just saying, JC has had a battle for every month in between Summer Madness and this card. You know what I'm saying?
Sometimes two battles.
Yeah, Twerk only battled Summer Madness. I don't think he battled since.
Yeah, that's right.
This will be his first
he
place.
had Tez. He had Tez.
Yeah, Tez.
Yeah, right.
Which I don't feel. You know how he say he writes his rhymes within a couple of days, week or so. I feel he probably did the way the performance was. I wouldn't be surprised he did that for that battle. So, you know what I'm saying? Who knows the prep time he would have had.
That one.
Yeah, he definitely got that one. You know what I'm saying? So who knows the prep time he had for this, given the time we talked with ARP. He said he gave JC his Ilmac battle. They set that up in July, and people were talking about what his battle between that and Traffic and such like that. So if he was already booked for that, maybe he was more prepared for that than Traffic. Who knows?
I mean,
so was he?
You know,
so when
does it really affect?
That's all I want to know. A little bit for me, just for me in prediction wise.
Okay,
I
got you.
know
I got you.
Because on paper, I know both of these dudes can cook, but both on paper, one has been a little bit more work than the other mentally. So with both of these guys who definitely are, you know what I'm saying, pen heavy guys, who's going to have more focus on their pen for this specific opponent?
It ain't like JC can't perform though. Like it's small room JC, my nigga. Small room JC.
Small room, rapid fire. I only trust This is my thing. When this battle begins, I'm gonna know what's about to happen. If JC puts his hands behind his back, you know what I'm saying, and starts giving you that rapid fire old style JC that was doing the stutters and the I'm gonna take these 5 words and this is I'm gonna work with. Let's merch it like that. JC, like the what? The JC who was embarrassing. He was embarrassing people. Bad. Like he battled some dude named Licks. Embarrassment. Like I've never seen like some dudes out in LA like he killed.
Or was it Links?
Yeah. It wasn't Links. It wasn't Links. That he battled Links, but he battled some other dude with some pause-worthy name. I think his name was like Licks. It was horrible. Disgusting. But JC destroyed him. Jeez. But I'm just saying that style of JC, that rapid fire, just more delivery, because he was delivery heavy before, but he slowed it down to make that shit more palatable to the fans, and it worked for a while. But to me, I think now in this climate that we in, with B-Dot rapping a step faster, Loso rapping a step faster, a couple other battlers like really getting into that bag, we can go back to that, JC. We can do that.
Loso rapping a little too fast for me. I ain't gonna lie. That B-Dot battle, that nigga was looking like Sonic the Hedgehog. Can't hold you, bro.
He was rapping that fast? God damn.
That nigga was rapping fast as hell.
He not lying.
Like, the nigga was looking like an old cross rapper. Like, you'd have thought that nigga was part of, like, Jungle Brothers
this
or something.
This nigga impression is hilarious.
Like, for real, so you would have thought that nigga would have been, like, if you'd have put that flow and put it on the Buddy remix, my nigga, he would have been perfectly fine.
Right.
Son,
that
but like,
funny,
I think Loso's still dope. But that's my nigga. Like I said, like amazing card. So what's one of the battles you feel is gonna be your standout battle of the night?
I mean, of course, Briz and O-Red, clearly. I mean, it's not even like, I don't even think it's even close. I think to me right now, O-Red is battle of the year.
Exactly.
I'm there right now. And if he beats Briz, I think this would be like an incredible year for anybody. So, but at the same time, man, like it'd be so weird with Briz, and I think T-Top has the same thing where it's like they got to this place where battle to battle, people just question like, yo, is they still good? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like Briz had the showing against Calico, which I was not excited for. Definitely let down of the year. But
exactly,
Briz is nice. Briz is very good. He doesn't do back-to-back bad battles. Like, if you notice in his career, battle where you said like the Bird battle, okay, that happened, but then what happened next? You know what I'm saying? Between the DNA battle and the Tay-Rock battle, like, so he knows how to regroup from that, and I think the energy might have been a little off. And small room Briz, are you fucking kidding me? What? Go back to the game tapes on small room Briz. Whoa.
We did that yesterday, man. Lot of show off. Man.
What?
Nasty.
DC? Escapone? Whoa.
Talk about spit that heat,
what?
man. He was wilding out in them streets, bro.
Lotta Zay? Like, come on, man. Yeah. It was a different guy. And then we know O-Red cut from that cloth, man. So that battle's going to be fire, bro. That battle's going to be very,
I agree
very
with you
good.
on that. Now, last one before we get you out of here.
Uh-huh.
Now, were you surprised, or how do you feel about the Mike P Shotgun Suge battle? I'm not excited.
The worst part about this is that Shotgun Suge be saying random. Like, bro, this is extra random. Like, and you know what? I guess maybe they was going for random on the Smack thing. Again, maybe I'm giving too much credit on this, but I like to think that Smack and Beasley know what they're doing sometimes, like when it comes to this branding marketing thing.
I think it was,
but if the idea is to set up a random match, then
he's doing somebody a favor. He's gotta be. He's doing Smack and Beasley a favor.
Who?
Sure. To take Mike P. Yeah, yo, that's
why not? Why he can't take Mike P's not worthy? Well, are you saying that through the guise of Mike P is not worthy to battle Suge right now?
I'm saying that through the guise of Mike P shouldn't be battling Suge. It should be Mike P YK or Mike P and Snake Eyes, because he's been ducking both like crazy.
Okay.
Talk to him.
Am I lying?
Talk to him. I was talking to Snake Eyes yesterday, man. Snake Eyes is ready for a plate on URL, son. He's ready for that plate, man. But, yo, the joint about to get us up out of here, man. Yo, Tony, thanks for the conversation, bro. We definitely got to do this again, man. Most definitely, man.
No doubt. And,
yo,
by the way, Suge and Snake Eyes would have been the move. But, yo, I appreciate y'all having me.
He wants math. He actually wants math, but.
You want a metal math?
Yeah. Yeah, he wants math.
Oh, yeah. That's fire.
You're going to have Snake Eyes on the show tomorrow?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, man. That's my guy right there, man. I rock the Snake Eyes.
Tune into that one,
But yo, man, I appreciate y'all having me on, bro. I really do, man. You know what I mean? Like, AFM up, man. Shout out to Caps, man. Shout out to everybody in the movement. I appreciate y'all, man. Just like this is just us talking about battle rap as fans of the culture and all that, man. I appreciate it. Definitely humbled to be a part of this, man. Thank y'all fellas for having me on, you know?
Appreciate you coming on, man.
Thank you. Most definitely, man. This is the Low and Mo Show. Tony Bro, man. We out of here. Good night.
Peace.